Good morning, traders, and God bless. I hope you had a wonderful Easter weekend. If you're new here, I'm Ricky Gaspard. I've been trading since the 1990s. I'm also a ThinkScript coder, and I've been coding for about 15, 16 years. So we'll be watching the indicators this morning. This is a spike up indicator. We'll be watching for these numbers to rise. As they rise, we'll click on them. Once we see one spiking, we'll come over to the current bar volume and see if it has enough volume to get in and get out safely. And what I mean by that is high volume flow. If there's not a whole bunch of numbers flying by here, we're not interested in getting in. Once we see this spike, we're back to the original V4 this morning. I'm done testing. So we'll be using this indicator from now on. We'll be watching for the 5 and the 13 EMA to be crossing over. Once they cross over, you'll see some spike arrows come in beneath these candles, and that means the stock is rising. I'll be marking support and resistance levels like so. Let's just say the stock price rose up to here. I'll mark a resistance level. Once it pulls back, I will mark a support level, and we try to plan our entries down here at support. Never trade off my screen. Sometimes my screen is delayed. Delays can cost you money, so make sure you get set up on your own computer if you plan on doing some trades. I am not a financial advisor. I strongly suggest you seek the help of a professional advisor and don't take my words as trading advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm an indicator builder, and I demonstrate my indicators. By learning these indicators, you'll learn how to trade over time. It's not an easy thing to do, so I strongly suggest you seek out the help of a professional. I thank you for joining us this morning as we wait on these volume spike numbers to start rising. This indicator down here is called My Blessing. We will be watching for this white line to break above the yellow, or this MACD line to take off to let us know ahead of time that the stock is fixing to rise. Both lines above yellow is a very positive signal that the stock may rise in price, like you see up here. This is our dominator master. It's counting volume bars. As the volume comes in, you'll see a green bar come. Once it does, the taller the green bar, the higher the volume, the lower the green bar, the lower the volume. If you see a red bar coming in, that means they're selling off. We have about a minute and a half to go before the bell rings. Make sure your chart is on EXT. So that would be over in your active trader. Look for TIF and change it over to EXT so you can get a trade in. And if you're aware, I've been sick for quite some time. I'm still coughing quite a bit. Another doctor's appointment today. I've got to kick it somehow. So you'll be hearing me pause my mic occasionally. I just can't seem to kick it, but I'm trying. About 45 seconds to go. 30. So once the bell rings, we'll be watching for percentages to rise here. And if you loaded this indicator over the weekend, make sure you right-click on it and give it some value. So right here in these top lines, make sure you have 100.0 in each line. Well, let's see what happens. Let's see if we get a spike this morning. So we're watching these numbers. It'll take a second for them to calm down. They're just previous trades, pending trades that are executing as of now. Not seeing anything moving currently. This is the beginning of a new quarter. So we may be a little bit slow to get started. Here's one going now. This is MDIA making a spike up. So we'll be waiting for this green candle to stop, and we wait for a pullback. We don't chase green candles. That's where you lose your money. I mean, you can chase them if you know what you're doing, but I don't take that chance. I've lost so much money chasing candles. I find it's better to let it stop, pull back, and then shoot up again. And sometimes the second run is more than the first anyway. Let's see if we get a pullback here. No pullback. They're going to continue to run it up a little bit more. You can see this dominator's pointing upwards. This is my blessing, I mean. The dominator has tall green bars. And we run up a little bit more. Good job, Who Loves Lunatic. You can see it moved its way up to number one position over here. It's still rising. It's only paying out about a nickel so far since we've seen it. Almost a dime. I'm also watching these numbers. I don't want to miss a trade. Don't concentrate too heavy over here. You got to glance over here every now and then, make sure you don't miss a trade. And MDI is still going up. So if you're in profit, I would be taking some off the top. This little stock's probably not going to go very much further. It could go all the way to $10. I'm just talking about what I've seen in the past. They don't all go to $10, right? They just make a few gains and then they start pulling back. People start taking profits. So if you're in profit, start taking some off the table, leave a little bit to run up. Nice bounce up there. All this tall wick here is sellers. These are profit takers. Let me check Discord. They're saying there's no sound over there. You keep an eye on this stock. Well, let me go ahead and mark the pullback here before I get tied up in support again. So this would be a resistance level. These are sellers taking profit. I'll zoom in a little bit more so you can see a bigger picture. So that candle closed. Let's see if we get a bounce back up. This is where you would plan an entry, providing we get a tall green bar down here in Dominator Master. Thank you, Scott. Hennessy been having trouble hearing lately on his computer. I don't know what it is. He got a new one. Maybe there's an issue there somewhere. So it looks like we did get the bounce back up. It's trying anyway. Let's see if we can break through that $1.10. Watching for a tall green bar down here. The My Blessing looks good. They are above yellow. Let's see if the buyers come back in. I'm waiting down here for a long green bar. So we did get the pullback up to the high of this stock. So this is how this works. We wait on pullbacks. We plan our entry down here and wait for the next run up. This is a cheaper stock. I don't purchase them because they don't have a whole lot of support behind them. But stocks around $2, $5, $10, $50, they will all have enough buyers behind it to drive it right on through for another run up. These penny stocks can do it, but they can also pull back quickly, so you have to be careful on them. And anything under $1 I do consider to be a penny stock. So it looks like the activity has died. I'm watching the volume. It's dying off a little bit. We did have 100, almost 200,000 on the previous candle. Has not broken back down below $1 yet. It's right at it though. This doesn't mean it's over. This means put it in a watch list and continue watching it as we wait for more percentages to take off. This stock could very well take off again. Right now it's seeing profit takers from the initial run up. I'm going to go ahead and add it to my watch list. I'm waiting on this orange line or red line, whatever color you see, to turn around. If it turns around for another run up, I may take a small position. I prefer not to trade these cheaper stocks, but I might. Watching these dominator bars. These are volume bars for those of you who don't know. but we're only paying attention to the last bar on the right. Might be fixing to turn around. Looks like we're going to continue channeling over to the right instead of going up. May even sell off a bit. It's looking like a sell-off here. You can see how early this indicator gave us a warning that it was going to go down. You had plenty of time to get out up here. I'll check VSTE, but if you haven't checked the volume, please do. I don't like playing low volume stocks, but you did a good one, it sounds like, just now taking off. I don't like the volume being this low, but it's all right. We'll see where it goes. From zero to hero, that's what I call these. No volume, and then all of a sudden they rise. But it's doing it only on 4,000 shares traded. Got to be careful on these kind that they're not a pump and dump. Kind of like to see previous activity before a run up. Continuing to go. Nice gains on this stock. Thank you for calling it out, Rock the Trader. Probably be hard to get in and get out with this low of a volume, so be aware of that. Also be aware of this spread up here that's kicking 72 cents. That could cost you a ton of money if you click the mouse button at the wrong time. $1.43, $1.42. So at these spreads, at $1 spread, and you click to buy at 100, you start negative 100. I'm seeing $2 spreads in there at times. That's a warning to me to stay clear. Good job, Rock the Trader. Would have been too risky for most of us. You caught it earlier than we did. Let's see what happens. I'll go ahead and mark this resistance area. Be careful of this spread. I don't want anybody to get hurt here. Don't take a loss on a Monday morning after Easter. We did pull back to here. Let's see if we continue down or do we go back up? Very low volume stock. Don't know why my lines aren't adding up this morning. When I click here, it should be blue up here as well. That doesn't seem to be working. Must be ThinkorSwim issues. Very few spikes left in the watch list. This YouTube channel runs for 1 hour each morning from 5:55 to 6:55. If you haven't joined our Discord, we continue another 2.5 hours over there. There's the link to my Discord. And even if you join my free Discord, you can get this indicator for free, this one here, and you can get this volume spike for free by signing up to our free side of the Discord. We also have a premium membership that costs $79.95 a month. You'll get about 52 scans, about 30 indicators and scripts. You get live streaming for many hours. You get training by Hennessy and It's Me Bob, also in live streaming. It's been a great blessing for everyone. So if you want to take your trading to the next level, this is the place to do it. I teach you these every day. I teach you how to do this. Watching these percentages. I'm going to go ahead and move this one over to my watch list as well. Anything that moves in pre-market, you should be adding it to your watch list so you can watch it at the market open or through the rest of this pre-market session. Yeah, Hennessy, that's why I called it From Zero to Hero. Nothing backing that rise up. Maybe insider trading. Maybe they know something before the news comes out, Hennessy. We'll keep an eye on it, see what happens. Every time it moves, they kick that spread up real high. That's a disappointment to me. This is why we keep watching them. If you were brave enough to get in down here, you probably could make a little money. I'm not going to chase it when they're working the spread like that. So let's see where the first stock went. That was MDIA. It did pull back. It didn't lose all of its gains, though. It pulled back some. Volume is still quite low on this stock. Does look good down here on the My Blessing indicator. I'm seeing red though here on the dominator. Nothing spiking. That's why I'm continuing to watch it. Nothing else moving, so why not? Well, it was a somewhat good start to a Monday after Easter and the first day of a new quarter. MDIA This is the blessing indicator. One is down below. This one is the trend line, okay? This one is the faster acting line. I like to see both of them above yellow and pointing upwards. These are horizontal. This one's slightly down. So probably not going to go far from here unless these lines turn up. You can see the volume is pretty much laid flat, not really doing anything. It is free on Discord. Look for free indicators when you get over there. I'll take a look at it, Malik, and see what's over there in just a little bit. I don't want to be distracted right now, but I'll take a look at it in a little bit. You're right, Malik. I'm wrong. It was the scan, this pre-market scan, and this indicator. My apologies. Yeah, I don't know about that part. This is a very powerful indicator. It's one of the most powerful indicators that we have. This was the start of this whole Discord and YouTube thing when I had this breakthrough right here. This script is also inside of this indicator and this one. So it's the main focal point for everything I've created. But you can come here each morning and watch it go if you want. Chasman, on the premium side, I broke it down into 3 different scripts. So on the premium side, if you just play the market to the upside, there's a version just to the upside. Or if you just short, there's a version just to the downside. Or there's a combined version, either or. Davis, you can start on the free side of Discord once you sign up to Discord and get this indicator and this scan. And come here and follow us each morning and see if it's something you like. If it is, then you can upgrade to our premium membership, and that'll open the door to everything I've ever done. There's many years knowledge on everything that I do. I've been trading since 1990. I just couldn't deal with the free stuff in ThinkorSwim, so I broke out, learned coding, and coded all these indicators to what I wanted to see. It's worked out very well for us. I like things that happen live, not something that's maybe what's happened in the past is going to happen again. That's what most indicators are. Not my indicators. They're current. They're watching live data. They let you know the moment it's happening. So I'm not here to sell you a course. The course is free. It's right here in these live streaming. It's the indicators that help us make the money. Once you learn the indicators, trading gets a little bit easier. This one right here, very valuable. This My Blessing indicator has been a blessing. This indicator you can purchase without being a member. It's over on our Discord. If you click the upgrade button, it'll take you over where you can purchase just this indicator if you want it. I got away from the yellow. I have finished testing on the one that I'm combining everything that I can together and get rid of some of these indicators. I'm trying to get it to where we just have green and red candles. And it's working just fine. I'll show you how far I've taken it. While nothing is spiking. This is where I have it now. So it's going to turn green just before. I'm still working on this little half here. And like I mentioned before, I'm going to fine tune it before I release it. It may take a month or so. I like to make sure I'm making money with it before I put it out there for anybody else to try. Malik, there's no more upgrades to this indicator. I tested it long enough to where I don't need to make any changes on it. And Malik, if I do an upgrade and you purchase this indicator, you always have access to this folder. So you'll always be able to go get the upgrade if I do make changes, but I don't see any reason to. Gabrielle, these scripts are not the same as the other platforms. They're specific to ThinkorSwim. So you can't move them from one platform to another. But if you like other platforms, you can always run ThinkorSwim on the side with these indicators and trade on your other platform. Good morning, Jimmy. Looks like we're getting pretty quiet. No volume spikes yet. Couple stocks moved this morning. Only one cheaper stock. The other one, the spread was so high, I didn't take a shot at it, or the other one, it was too cheap for me. Hopefully something will happen at the top of the hour. Good morning, Tulsa. Thanks for joining us. MDIA trying to make a move up. I'm watching the indicators. I'm looking for longer green bars. It could creep up to this level here, which is about $1, which is not very much, like a penny. Creeping its way up for about a nickel gain almost, if it can hold it. Watching the dominator bars here. I'm watching this indicator down here. They are above yellow. This was our first stock play this morning right here. Well, it got pretty quiet. Only a couple stocks. I guess this Monday's going to be a slower start. Continuing to watch for volume spikes, none currently happening. I think it's just channeling to the right. It's playing within a zone, bouncing between these two lines. Tulsa, that's going to be an issue on your side. I think a couple of the viewers know how to fix it. Something about resolution, maybe. Sometimes you can get out of YouTube, get back in, and it clears up. Chaz, there's no particular day in the market. That's like saying, what day do stocks go up? You have to participate each day and hope you get a good one throughout the week. Now, if you want to know which days I like Tuesdays and Thursdays, but there's no guarantee there either. No one can predict the market. Don't let them fool you. Well, it looks like it got quiet on us. Very true, Lester. At least we did find two movers. One you would have had to chase, the other one you'd have had to take a risk. I don't know what you mean, Solid, about how I set them up. If you're talking about my layout, that's a different thing. Very low volume. Of course, you already said that. So there's 261 viewers and only 86 likes. If you like what you see and you like these live streams, help me make a few dollars off of them. Hit the like button for me. Show me that you like what I do. Helps pay me just a little bit. YouTube doesn't pay much for 1 hour of streaming, but every little bit helps. And you clicking the like button helps. So show me some love. If you want me to keep them going, hit the like button for me. GRXT or TX. It's under my radar. That's why I didn't have it over here. I'm set at 25 cents. This stock started at 18. So GRTX moving up if you're a penny stock player. Thank you, Eric. So we have about 2 minutes left to go to this live session. Thank everyone for who joined us this morning. If you haven't joined my Discord, you can get that V4 indicator and a scan for free. You can talk to support. You can chat with other members over there. If you want to take your trading to the next level, upgrade. That makes me available as well to premium members. Solid. I don't teach programming, coding. I'll build them for you and you can load them. That's about the way it goes. Coding takes many years to learn. Not something you just give away, because whoever you give the code to wouldn't know what to do with it. All right, guys, I appreciate you joining me this morning. I'll be live again tomorrow morning. Hopefully we'll get more than just one penny stock and one high spread stock to play. I thank you for joining us this morning, and have a blessed trading day. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.